Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jay Ross.
And I'm JC. Thanks for tuning in to the Veteran Happy Hour.
Okay, all right. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jay Ross.
And I'm JC.
Together we are the host of the Veteran Happy Hour. So today, everybody, we got a special guest with us, and we're going to turn the floor over to him. We're going to ask him a couple questions on everything. With he's a fellow service member as well. He served in the Army. But we're going to get to know him a little bit better. Let him, like I said, take the floor and talk. But first, we want to thank everybody for liking, subscribing to our YouTube, and also liking our Facebook page. We had a milestone set to hit 1,000 likes, and we surpassed that by a lot, man. And it's amazing. How many likes we sitting at, JC?
All right, so we are actually sitting at 2,055 followers and likes.
Oh my
together.
God. Okay, so now we said that we was gonna do a giveaway once we hit 1,000 likes. We still trying to think about what we're gonna give away, but you guys be patient because
It's in the works.
Yeah, it's in the works. It's in the works. All right. So, also follow us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Deezer, iHeartRadio. All you got to do is just go to each one of those podcasting apps, type in the Veteran Happy Hour. We're the only ones on there. Leave us some reviews on our YouTube page. We just put up the Vegas vlog, so go ahead, watch that. It's it's pretty funny. So let us know how we did. Give us some ideas for any type of content. But that's enough talking, man. That's enough talking. Let's turn this floor over to this guy right here. Go ahead, introduce yourself, my brother.
What's going on, good people? Gardner Douglas, the Oyster Ninja, professional oyster shucker, nationally ranked oyster shucker, Army vet. I'm in the DMV area, shucking these oysters, shucking and slinging these oysters.
Okay. So you said you're an Army veteran, brother. When did you enlist?
I enlisted in 2009. I went to basic at Leonard Wood. I think like that blizzard year, and was like the beginning of 2010.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy. So yeah, you enlisted the same time as me, man. That was like the first time at Parris Island where they had actually seen snow in a while, because it was actually snowing at Parris Island when I went, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, it was crazy. So I'm saying, man, give us your little brief history about yourself, man. Where you come from, tell your life story, brother. You got the floor, so you can go ahead, man. Yeah, brother. I mean, if it's some stuff you don't want to necessarily talk about, you ain't got to, but the floor is yours, my brother.
First of all, I want to appreciate y'all for even bringing me on, man. I've been checking y'all out. I think I found y'all like through a Facebook group or something. I can't really remember how I found y'all, but I've been listening to y'all on YouTube ever since. And when you, I think then I joined the Facebook group, and you had like a question like if you wanted to come on. So I was like, yeah, this is my opportunity to get on with the fellow brothers in arms.
Yeah,
That's right.
So yeah, like I said, nationally ranked oyster shucker. I'm from the Eastern Shore of Virginia.
Okay. VA stand up.
Yep. Very small town. Like if you mention it, like people don't even know what you're talking about. First of all, if you say Eastern Shore, most people think you're talking about Maryland anyway.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's first off. And then so if you say Virginia, Virginia Beach? Nah,
no Virginia Beach. Not no Virginia Beach.
So I'll be like south of Ocean City, and then like if you mention like Chigatig, and they'd start, the horses, yeah.
What's the small town name, brother?
So I'm from a small town called Withams, Withems.
Dog. I'm from a small town called Louisa County, and every time I mention it to somebody, they be like, "What, Louisiana?" Nah, bro. I'm serious. Like,
that's what I said when I first met you.
Yeah. And you actually came to my hometown, and he was like, "What the hell is this?" I was like, "Look, man, don't worry about it. This is where I went to school at." Yeah. It's like So are you familiar with like Richmond and Charlottesville?
Richmond, yeah.
Yeah. I want to say it's like an hour from Richmond. I'm telling you, it's so small you can drive through it legit. And like if you're going like 25 miles an hour, you will drive through the town in like 5 minutes, bro. From the front of the gate. I'm so serious. That's
They
how
got
small
one
the town
shopping
is.
center.
Yeah, one. But actually two. But the other one is like. Yeah, like nobody really goes there. They got like Dollar General and all that. Everybody really wear full on. Yeah. So small town, stand up, man.
Yeah. So in my small town, man, I'm telling you, like, so I'm in the DMV now. I'm in District Heights, right outside of DC.
Okay.
And so like huge difference, man. Like just the culture is so different. It's like I'm just glad that I think the military helped for one. Getting me out of that mindset, of like that small town mindset of like, what is here, that's it. You know what I mean? Like I never thought about even like a vacation to me was just taking off from work, not going anywhere, but just taking off from work.
Yeah.
So I think the military helped me, just see or broaden my vision. And like the people who do leave the Eastern Shore, once they're gone, that's it. They don't come back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I started shucking oysters. My dad taught me how to shuck oysters. Well, let me go back. My grandmother raised me, first of all. Huge appreciation for her. Just basically giving up her older years where that's just chill time, to raise 3 babies.
Yeah.
So she raised me, my brother and sister. I'm the oldest. And, that was very different. We didn't have a lot of money or anything like that. But the good thing is we didn't know that we didn't have any money,
Yeah.
We always felt like, it's things that we wanted, but we don't need them because we just don't need them because she said so. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it was a good childhood. During the summers, we would go to Florida. My aunt stayed down there, so she would like come up and get us, and then we'd drive back down. And I remember this one time, it was getting like time to go back to school, and my uncle had to come and get me in his like 1989 Mustang. You know what I mean? The hatchback.
Yeah.
All 4 of us in the back seat of that Mustang.
Everybody sitting all on top of each other.
The 5.0.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, that was a good memory. But just going forward a little bit, again, like we didn't have a lot of money, didn't have running water. When I say that, a lot of people like, how old are you? You know what I mean? Like I'm in my 30s, but we didn't have running water growing up. I think I was in like my last year of middle school when we finally got running water. And but high school was good. I met my dad finally when I was like in my early 20s. And then once we figured all that stuff out, man, we just been like tight ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's taught me how to shuck oysters, and man, I've been going with it ever since. It was just a great thing.
And that's good, man. That's a blessing that you actually even though you're, I don't even say late stages in life with your early 20s and all that, but at least you did get a chance to meet your father because you're having that you said that your grandmother raised you, because some kids go their entire lifetime not ever meeting their parents, man. So it's good that you have them in your life, and he taught you a trade, man, and so that's definitely a blessing, brother. So where were you stationed at during your time in the Army?
I was in the National Guard.
Okay.
I did National Guard because I'm thinking my brother is younger than me, but he joined the military before I did. Okay. I joined when I was 24, and so I'm joining the National Guard. I was like, I'm gonna be honest. I joined the military because I didn't have anything else going for me. Like literally, I was at the end of the road. I'm like, you know what? Let me get us a chance.
Yeah. Yeah, it's understandable, man. That's how some kids do it. Hey, better than getting picked up by a recruiter. You just like, and then go on open contract or something, and then you. Yeah, I got some friends that did that. A buddy of mine was a jet. He would say he was waiting at the park to play basketball, and one of the recruiters drove by in the Govy, and asked him for directions. And after asking for directions, he was like, did you graduate high school yet? He was like, yeah. He's like, how long ago? It was like 4 years ago. He's like, 4 years ago, you know, you could have enlisted in the Marine Corps for 4 years, you know, instead of, he was like, well, you know, I mean, I can enlist right now. I'm not doing anything. Went open contract. So here's the thing. He scored high on his ASVAB. Like I forgot. I think it was it's like a 70 something. Well, higher than me. You know what I'm saying? He scored higher than me. But he went open contract, and they actually put him as a bulk fueler. So yeah, man, and he was just like, man, I should have never went open contract like that at all. So he was on Fort Lee MOS school, because I was in food service, so I went to Fort Lee school as well. We were combining with the Army. So, but the Marine Corps class had the parachute riggers. They had mortuary affairs. That was the first time I ever figured out. I was like, mortuary affairs, but they were some weird kids, man. I mean, y'all still are Marine brothers, but hey, y'all some weird people, bro. I'm telling you. Yeah, parachute riggers and the bulk fuelers, and it was like some refrigeration mechanic joints, man. And, but yeah, damn. What was your MOS, man, in the National Guard?
So I was 88 Mike transportation. That would be like motor T for y'all.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to say this, man.
Yeah, I was motor T for 4 years in the Marine Corps.
Oh my God.
That's
why you can't drive.
I'm used to driving big trucks, dude.
You still can't drive a car.
Hey, that's my excuse. I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm used to driving big trucks. I can't, these little things, you know, what is this?
It makes a difference, though. It really does. Like,
just hit me up before y'all get on the road.
Yeah, so I did 8 years National Guard. I started off on the Eastern Shore. It's a unit there in the Nancock, 1173rd. Then I went to Emporia, the 1710. I deployed with them to Kandahar.
Okay.
And then I came back from that deployment, and I got promoted into Belvoir.
Okay.
Yes. And that's where I finished. That was it. That was enough.
So why you say that's enough, man? What's up?
That was enough, man. Honestly, I feel like if I had stayed with my transportation unit, I probably would still be in. Belvoir was just a whole nother beast. It was like, you know, I went there thinking that I was going to be like a colonel's driver or something, and maybe the motor pool, but like we literally, and I don't know if it's the guard or if it's Belvoir itself, just because so many high-ranking people there.
Yeah.
It was nothing to do, man.
Man.
And that's not what I signed up for, you know?
So,
yeah, it's I work at Belvoir right now, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing IT over there, but I work with the Army at the dental clinic, and I hear everything, man. It's just, the whole Belvoir is, most of them are higher ranking, and they don't do anything.
Yeah.
The base housing is just like, it's nice as hell, but there's nothing to do on base.
Is that like Quantico? Would you say Quantico is kind of like the same way?
Yeah. Quantico is the same way, because I was stationed over there too.
But you know, so I go to Belvoir every now and then. Well, I only go there because of the PX type thing, you know. And I'm sitting there, I'm driving, I'm like, damn. I mean, I would have hated to be stationed here, like on some.
Dude, there's nothing but running trails.
Well,
that's it. That's
a whole lot of nothing. And then, like, once I got to Belvoir, the unit I was with 295D, they deployed, and I didn't get selected for the deployment. They had, you know, all the people they needed. So I was like, yeah, okay. So it's even slower.
In the rear, chilling. Ooh.
So that was it, man. That was, you know, that was enough, man. Then plus, you know, by now I had my son. I think my wife was pregnant, so you know, I was like, well, I don't really want to deploy anymore anyway. So that's enough. I did my time, served my country. It's been fun.
So would you So you were actually around to see your son born? Because
yeah, for sure, yep.
Man, so quick little man, when I was like my last 4 years, man, I was stationed in California, and you know, it was unfortunate that I wasn't able to see my son born, man. But the only reason why it's because, you know, this is when I got the experience. This is like two total different Marine Corps, you know, like East Coast, West Coast, and also they say overseas is completely different as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but you know, I got the experience what the West Coast was all about, and you know, I love California. If I could, I'd move back out there. But you got to have like 20 jobs, bro, to make ends meet out that mug, you know. But man, so I had 2 years left before I got out, and you know, at that time I had already been a sergeant for 2 years. And I was like, well, you know, now is my time. I want to be a recruiter because that was the only way I was going to enlist into the Marine Corps again if I could go recruiter. Now, I did all of my training when I was a Lance Corporal, so I was already PME complete. And so that unit, it was just so selfish, brother, so selfish. And it's kind of like, you know, some of the higher-ups were good, but it was just like the other senior leaders, man, it was like so damn selfish. But being that, you know, I was a good Marine. I knew my trade, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I would always get voluntold to do these field operations and go TAD. But when it came to time for me to actually do something to progress my career, because food service wise, yeah, I had already did that in high school. So it was like, what else, you know? But you know, I wanted to do that. Man, heck no, bro. They selected me to go on another deployment because it was like the female that they had to go in my place to go, she didn't want to go, so she ended up going to getting pregnant. So
let's go and get pregnant. Let's do that.
So they threw me on the deployment. Like I'm saying, but it was just crazy. I wasn't able to go recruiting duty. Me and my fiance was engaged at the time, and she was pregnant. I told her, I was like, well, you look, I had already been on 2 deployments. Like, hey, this about to be my 3rd, and I'm like, you know, there's some other sergeants here that haven't deployed, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like, there's just 3 ribbon sergeants over here. Y'all not gonna send them? No, because we're confident in you. We don't have another staff NCO that we can send, so you're gonna be the one in charge out there.
Damn.
And I'm so like, it's unfair, bro. And I remember standing in my CO's office because my CO had the final say, and he legit told me, he was like, you got one of 2 options. He was like, you can either go on this deployment, and when you come back, I'll write you a good endorsement, or I have a replacement I can send, but I'm not going to write you a good endorsement. And I just looked at him, yeah, brother, you know what I'm saying? So I told you, this is at the time when that food service company, we was going through different COs like all the time because they kept getting relieved of duty because the company was trash. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I told him, I was like, well, sir, I'm not trying to be disrespectful whatsoever, but you're probably not going to be the CO by the time I get back from this deployment. He got mad. I shouldn't have, you know. So I was just like, you know, it is what it is. So I attached to the new unit, and we're in the middle of a field operation. So in the Marine Corps, they got this thing called, you get HISted. So basically, you get selected to do a B billet. And I didn't want to end up on that list because my fear was getting HISted and, you know, oh, you got to be a recruiter or a combat instructor. I'm telling you, I hate that. I was like, man, I don't want to go through boot camp again. I don't want to go through Marine combat training again. I was like, because that was like the miserable times of my life. Well, miserablest. I think I just made that word up. If that's not a word, I made it up. I copyright that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, we in the middle of the field op, and my boy's blowing my phone up, and I'm like, yo, what's good? And he's like, bro, you got HISted. I was like, what?
Yeah.
He was like, yeah. And I was like, did you? He was like, yeah. I was like, all right, well, I mean, what I get HISted for? He got quiet. He was like, I said, bro, please don't tell me drill instructor. He said, I'm not, because you just told yourself what you got. And I was just like, damn.
Wow.
So now peep this. The company I was with, brother, I couldn't do my packet through them. I had to, even though I was attached to that new unit, I had to go back to my old company and put the paperwork in through them. And that same commanding officer of my company that told me that, you know, gave me that ultimatum, he had to sign off on that package. He wouldn't even look me in my face, brother. I came walking in there on my packet, put it on his desk. He had his head down, you know. wrote a couple sentences, folded it up, gave it back to him with his head down, just like this. Wouldn't look me in my face. So I'm sitting around, I'm like, if they would have signed off on my package like 2 or 3 months ago, I wouldn't even been in that type of situation. So I knew I was going to deny it, but I was like, it was like, oh, you have to put your packet in, you have to. I was like, all right, cool. Put the packet in. Midway through the deployment, they actually hit me back and was just like, oh yeah, this is your class date, this, and that. But here's the thing, since at that time I had like a year and a half left until I was supposed to get out, they was like, oh yeah, you're just going to have to re-enlist to fulfill the obligations. And I was like, nah.
Probably not.
Not happening. So I denied it. I got hit with the RE3 Oscars, so I wasn't allowed to re-enlist to the Marine Corps anymore, so I had to get out, man. So,
wow, man.
Yeah, I'm a little salty about it. Because I came in motivated, man, and so this one I want to ask you. So do you think people come into the military with like this high standard, like, oh, this is how my life is gonna be, this and that, so they trying to like map out their stuff, and then like they get let down type?
Well, that's it's kind of a hard question, man. It really all depends on the person, for real. I went into the military not really knowing what to expect. No expectations. I just knew it had to be better than the road I was going down. But going into the military, I think at 24, it was an upper hand for me because I had been through a little bit of life. Like, I done been through some stuff, you know what I mean? And like, you got your average, 17, 18-year-old.
Yep.
They like, yo, what is this? Well, they're like, crying. I'm like, yo, this is not, have you experienced life? Life is hard. Yeah. This is easy.
Yeah.
And, I didn't have any trouble out of drill instructors or anything. I don't know if it was like the vibe or what, but like, they really didn't go over the edge on me like compared to other soldiers. So, I don't know if that answers your question, but, it all depends on your mindset, really, man.
Yeah. But I also say too, man, it's a big part of the unit and the leadership that you get placed in as well, because it's like some leaders are just
yeah, they're the ones that discourage you, and they're the ones that really take effect in your life, and you're like, I don't want to do this anymore, I want to move on to something else.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point.
From the first day I stepped over there in California, I was like, bro, can I just like unre-enlist? Because there's some trash. But stay over in Cali though. Because hey, Oceanside and LA and all that, man, I loved it. I loved it out there, man. But
yeah, it was the same for me, man. It was just like first day in the fleet, I was like, this ain't for me. This is too much. And then, it got easier. Like a year later, 2 years, obviously you get like more new people, and then you start doing your thing, and they get off your back. But still, to that point, the leadership just completely sucked. And it was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. The only way to get out of Quantico was to re-enlist. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I am not giving another 4 years, not knowing what I'm getting myself into, what type of leadership or what type of unit I'm going to go next.
Well, I think for me, far as like leadership, well, I'm just speaking on basic, first of all, because that was my first experience. But I think that honestly helped ground me was the leadership. We had a lot of, sergeants, drill sergeants that had done multiple deployments, kind of messed up in the head. But, they kind of like smacked us in the face like, look, what we training you, this is like, and the other thing is I trained with engineers. So like, I wasn't with the rest of, how everybody else, like they'll do their basic training and then they'll go to their job. The engineers, the whole way through, they're with the same group of people. So that honestly, like when I got with those guys, man, and just, I was like, wow, yo, I want to be a sapper, all of the above. I was like, yo, I want to change my MOS. Can I do this? And that was the other thing about the military, Lane the recruiter. Sorry, man. But like, I wasn't educated. Like I didn't know I had an option. All I knew was a truck driver. That's all. You know what I mean? I didn't know I had options. But yeah, that the leadership, they was like head on, like learn this. If you don't, you'll die. I've watched my best friends die in front of me. Like they put the visual to it, which kind of ground us. Honestly, and I'm not a real emotional person, but just listening to them talk, I kind of feed off of people vibes, and like, just listening to their pain or listening to somebody else's pain, I can kind of feel it. You know, I can empathize, and I think that's also a big part of my success overall in general. Is just, you know, you got to be real personable. You know,
Yeah.
you got to vibe, and like if people know, just going to the Oysters a little bit, but like, you know, I don't have customers. You know, I don't have I don't know how you put it, but I have like family and friends. I treat my customers like their family. Like, I want to know how you doing today, and when I ask that, they know I really want to know how they're doing today. You know, and then like I got a good memory, so like I'm remembering like, you know, family or the last thing they told me when I saw them, or they
Yeah.
might not remember me, but I remember a face or a story they told. I hold on to stories, so that's been real good. It's been beneficial in my you know, life.
Okay.
That's good.
So, with your telling people, man, a little bit about your social media handles, man. Where can the people find you? And also we're gonna link them in our video when we upload to YouTube as well. So after we do end this call, just hit us up on the Facebook Messenger on the Veteran Happy Hour, and just drop those links. And I'm gonna make JC gonna edit the video. You know what I'm saying?
I've been editing for the last 3-4 videos.
Yeah, well, I mean, you haven't been doing a
Recognize.
bad job. You know, so you know you've been doing subpar. You alright though. I give you props. I give you props. Yeah, but where can the good people on here find you though, brother?
So, you know, I love social media, man. I'm not addicted. I don't have a problem, but I love social media. I love reaching out to people. So I got the YouTube channel, that's Oyster Ninja. I got the podcast, Oyster Ninja PC, or the Oyster Ninja podcast. Social media is s.shucking. That's my mobile raw bar. And what else we got? Man, I got so much stuff. You know what I mean? You got to be on multiple, you know, avenues and stuff.
Hey, that's what I tell you. The average millionaire got 10 different ways to get money. You know what I'm saying? So
I've been pushing the merch here lately, man. You know what I mean? I've been
Okay.
pushing it all out there. Yeah.
okay. Hey, where can they get some merch at, man?
So all the merch, man, either they can reach out to me personally, if they wanted some hats or something. You know, I got the
Okay.
Oyster Ninja hats,
All right.
you know, these nice, beautiful things here.
Okay, look at that.
The t-shirts are all on TeePublic. I like TeePublic. I think it's TeePublic. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's TeePublic. But basically, you know, I just upload a design and then push it out, you know. So they can go on TeePublic, search Oyster Ninja, and you'll see these beautiful shirts. I just got some other ones, man. I actually uploaded today too, some new designs. So always grinding, man.
Okay, yeah, we definitely gonna put that link in there, and we do like to support, man, fellow veterans as well, because you know we always wear the Grunt Style shirts,
Yep.
and you know we tag Grunt Style when we had.
Are they sponsoring y'all yet though? That's
No,
what I want to know. Come on,
not
what's
yet,
up,
not
man?
yet. Yeah, man. You know, come
How
on,
many
hey,
episodes y'all rocking, man?
you see,
We're about to tag him in this video.
Hey, Grunt Style, y'all see that? You see that? We need a sponsor, man. Yeah. Show up at the business, knock on the door. No, that's like stalking. Like, wait, Dan trying to go to jail. I ain't trying to go to jail.
Honestly, man, that's how you get their attention, man. Like, but you got to know when to. All right, let me just chill out for a little bit too. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
See? Hey, Grunt Style, holla at us.
but I saw that. I think it was like that last or a couple of episodes ago. You was talking about discounts, so I just figured like they had like hit y'all off with some nice sponsor stuff too.
Nah, but it's because I have bought so much, like legit. I have
They
bought
sent you.
so much stuff from Grunt Style. Like you accumulate points, and you know they got all types of shirts. And they got some Army, so they got Navy, they got Marines. I'm sorry, Coast Guard, but
I don't think they got it.
you know, maybe next time. You know, that ain't to knock anybody in the Coast Guard. You know what I mean? But hey, you know, you know. No, but like I said, man, I bought so much stuff from them, man. I had some points to redeem, and man, trust me, I redeemed them. I got it. Yeah. And JC rocking the damn shirt that I have, man. I don't even want to wear mine no more. I got the man.
But let's get back in topic. You know,
Sure.
we'll go ahead. I want to ask him a question.
Oh.
What is the biggest factor that led to your success, like that led to where you are right now?
It's kind of crazy because I want to do my radio voice right now. I'm glad you asked. No, man. Honestly, just being persistent and consistent. You know what I mean? Like steady grinding. Like I'm always brainstorming. I'm always trying. I'm always looking at other people and how they grind. And oysters is kind of crazy. Like my dad always says, "Man, you've took this thing further than anybody else that I've seen." It's like I've always had that mindset. I'm just gonna tell on myself a little bit. But when I was on the shore, I used to buy like wholesale snapbacks and sunglasses, all that stuff. It's like it's just always been a hustle, always been a grind, and you just kind of transform. Like you take from something because nobody else is doing oysters, right? So you can't compare that, but you can take things that they're using and kind of instill it in your program, in my program. You know what I mean? Whoever.
Yeah.
So like. I'm looking at how people are editing videos. So I'm like, all right, I can do that and make my videos more catchy or more clickable. That's what it all comes down to. Just by a thumbnail works sometime, but really it comes down to that content, having good content and having like that clickable thing that people can relate to.
Yeah.
And also just keeping the right people in my circle, man. Like I try and stay positive. I try to help who I can. But you also gotta choose who you help, choose who you want to invest time into and energy. That's been a big part, just keeping my circle really small, honestly. If you're not helping, then I really can't do anything with you or for you. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you come to me, I'm nobody, but if you come to me humbly, and not just kind of ragging, but like you honestly, hey, I see what you're doing. I'm doing this, but can you help me? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, by all means.
You gotta put that effort to it also. You can't just kind of like expect me to do it. I got a story, man, but I don't want to put nobody out there. But
I mean, you put the story out there. Just don't say their name. No,
I've been involved in a lot of projects, but the scale was uneven. I'll put it like that. Okay. And great ideas, but nothing happens like that. You got to put that work, you got to put that time, that grind. That's what it's all about, just putting the time in. And like I said, being consistent, like every day, like I'm trying to put things on, like posting things to Instagram and, posting in my stories. And like, even with YouTube, I started out doing one video a week. I was like, okay, I'm seeing growth. I wonder what would happen if I start doing 3 videos a week. I started doing 3 videos a week. So like at the beginning of the year, I had like a little under 100 subscribers. I'm like a little over 200 now. So like it's steady growth. It's little growth, but like I don't expect to blow up because it's oysters. Yeah. That's why when it comes to making my videos, I got to make them more relatable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay, cool. Hit him with that next question there, brother.
I mean, he kind of answered all my questions that I had prepared for him. All in one, honestly. My next question was already answered, but you got one? Go ahead.
No, it said, looking back at your journey, which mistakes did you make along the way? And what advice can you give to others, to prevent them from making those same mistakes?
Honestly, every mistake that you make, you honestly got to learn from it. Like if you're not learning from your mistakes, you've already lost. Yep. Because you're gonna keep making that mistake, the same mistake. A popular story that I always tell is a story that my dad told me. And basically, when I was younger, just putting myself out there again, I had a drinking problem and a female problem. But those were hurdles, right?
Yeah.
So he was like, well, if you keep getting tripped over the hurdles, why don't you just jump over the hurdles? And it wasn't hitting at the time, but as I kind of matured, I'm like, damn, if I keep falling over this same thing, I already know what's going to happen. I see it coming. Why don't I just move out of the way or get my speed up and jump over this hurdle?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it all takes that mindset, like you want to grow. You gotta learn from everything. You gotta learn from other people. Like I said, growing up in the Eastern Shore, I kind of looked at people around me where, and like now I'm kind of proud of the shore, man. It's a lot of entrepreneurs coming up on the shore, and that just hits here, Even
Yeah.
even my little cousins, man, their dad bought them an ice cream truck. They're like in, I think the oldest one is going to middle school. The other one is like no, the other one, the oldest is going to high school. The youngest is going to middle, I think how it is. But they got an ice cream truck. That's a huge.
Man, I wish my
Sorry,
parents would have done that, but man, I'll be man.
That's just the mindset of their dad. Like their dad, he has that grind mentality also.
Yeah.
So like now and not to change up a lot of topics, but like now I'm starting to teach my son about stocks, man, because that's where it's at.
Gotta start them early.
We just hit on that last episode, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, people and the thing, like people talking about oh no, the stock market is bad right now. I don't know what stock y'all looking at.
No, but when it's bad, it's great.
Yeah.
You should be buying that joint.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, you just got to plan. Like you got to have that plan, that mindset, set goals. That's the other thing, setting goals and sticking to the goals. Even if it takes writing it down. A lot of people, because in school they always tell you write down your goals, write down this. But really, it works when you can see it. Or for me, I guess it all depends on what way you learn. But if I can visually see something, then it stays on. I always describe it as staying in the front of my head.
Yeah.
Like it's always on point. Like, all right, okay, that's where we at. What I need to do, what I need to change. I just need to adjust, to make this goal. So having goals and making them happen, whatever it takes.
And so I'm glad you said that. Write it down, and because the one thing I could say I learned out of the future focus class I took in high school, where we were forced to take that class was dumb, but the teacher did tell us. She said, write down your life goals on a piece of paper, and she was like, have it like in a column. And think back, like, okay, what's the first step you need to take to achieve that goal? Okay, what's the second step? She was like, do your research. And I wrote down like a lot of stuff, and that actually became my life roadmap. I was just like, okay.
Yeah, I'm surprised from Louisiana County.
Yeah, bruh.
Damn,
I'm telling
that's
you,
crazy, man.
hey.
Surprised they even got a school out there.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. The school, Louisiana County is so small, there was no more room for a school, so they put it in Mineral. It's just like right down the street, you know what I mean? But they put it down. Hey, man, leave my town.
Man.
Shout out to Louisiana.
just like the people would say. You're like, where the hell is that? It's Central Virginia. It's not around anything. It's not around any major parts. I can tell you, it's a ways away from Richmond. Oh yeah, we know Richmond. All right, well, never mind. It's right next to it. Gotta find it with a magnifying glass on the map.
Honestly,
I wonder what the population is of Louisiana, man.
20.
Wow.
A small family.
All right, 29.
Oh my God. Man, forget you, man.
All right, I'm going to jump up to the next question. All right, so is there somebody that you look up to, except for your dad? Obviously, you already told us that your father is the one that motivates you to do this, kind of, and got you into this. But is there somebody else that, like, a role model?
I'm gonna have to say my grandmother, man, and I actually keep a picture of her, on my desk, because she's always looking at me, man. You know what I mean? So she's my role model. She's the person who, not that. Well, yeah, I a lot of times I thought I wanted to be like her, but of course we got to be better, right?
Yeah.
So, but. She was a hard worker. She used what she had, did not complain at all. So that's kind of what's instilled in me is work with what you have. I don't have anybody to edit my podcast, edit my YouTube videos. So what I do, I learn how to stuff. YouTube University, right?
Yeah. Right.
Use the tools that you have. But and at the end of the day, it's to make her proud. A lot of people, when I post like my accomplishments, like when I, got nationally ranked Oyster Shuck, or if I have like an article wrote about me or anything, like this interview. Like people are just gonna give me positive feedback that kind of confirms like I'm on the right path. I'm doing the right things to get to where I want to be. And just en route, it's accomplishment. I don't. Well, it's one accomplishment that kind of stands out, but I just want to make her proud. That's my goal is to make her proud, and then to make sure my wife is good, to make sure my kids are good.
Yeah.
So it's all about setting those goals, priorities, man. But yeah, that's my role model. She set a great example.
That's good. That's good. Now, I'm just gonna go ahead and skip to the next question. How do you approach or make a decision that could drastically impact your finances or your career?
Very slowly. Very slowly. A lot of times I go head first into things, but that's why I'm blessed to have a smart, beautiful wife. She keeps me centered and leveled and kind of talks me out of a lot of things, but she also makes me, I don't know, she makes me better, and that's just the beautiful thing about having a great life partner, just having somebody to bounce ideas off and like, hey babe, what do you think of? She thinks I don't do it enough, of course.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a work in progress, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I go head first into things, and sometimes I need her to hold me back a little bit. So it's always good to have somebody on your side. It could be a wife, it could be a mentor, whatever.
Yeah. So, all right, man, we got this last question coming up right here, and I actually think this is actually a good closer. So, if you could start your journey all over again or change things, would you? And what would you change? And why would you want to restart?
Man, no, I can't start over, honestly, just because, like, I've learned from I've took some big losses, I took some small losses, but they were all learning lessons. And I can't give up those learning lessons for anything because, like, right now I'm like benefiting off of those L's and the other L's that I saw other, family and friends take, whether it could be getting caught up in, situations like, nah, I'm not going that way or, whatever. But I can't, you can't, those lessons are too valuable to go back on.
Good point. Something? Hey, man, JC take L's every single day.
You learning from him.
No, here's the thing. He ain't learning from him. He's still taking L's. But I respect that. He knows he takes L's, but
I still learn from it.
I wanted to mention one thing though, like when I was talking about memories though, and that was the one memory that sticks out, and it was one of my goals, and that was to shuck oysters for President Obama.
And you got the chance to do that?
I did that thing, man. Now my next goal is to actually shuck in his personal home, but hey, I'll start here, and I'll work my way towards it.
Hey, at least you can say you did that.
Yeah, so it was for the first lady, well, not first lady anymore, but Miss Michelle Obama. It was for her birthday party, and this restaurant in DC called me up, like, hey, we got a special guest. They didn't even tell me, and I was not to throw any get political. But my wife was like, it better not be for Trump. It better not, that was the first thing she said. But she was like, they was like, it's a special guest. You don't want to miss this. So I was like, hey, babe, they want me to come shuck these oysters. They didn't say who it was for. She said, it better not be for Trump, but you can go. So turns out, I'm shucking oysters. And then, they came walking in and, they took them over to their little private balcony seating. And I'm over there shucking oysters. I shuck their oysters, for their dinner, their appetizers.
Damn, nice.
Yeah, Secret Service was watching you.
No doubt. Actually, I shuck some oysters for Secret Service too. So.
Okay.
I don't know. At least you're on the good side.
Hey, you said you do got a podcast, man. Where can they where can they find it?
So yeah, the podcast is on everything: Apple, Google, iHeart. I think it's Podcast of Color. What else is on? Stitcher. All of them.
Man, so just search up Oyster Ninja PC.
Yep.
Okay.
We'll put that down in the description down below.
Yeah.
I'll put it down in the description down below.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hey, my brother. It's been a good time having you on, man. We greatly appreciate, taking the time out your day, man. And we look forward to. Well, since you said you in the DMV area, man, I might have to, one thing I actually want to do, man. I want to host. Well, once all this COVID stuff blow, but I want to host like a veteran happy hour type of event, man, and just like have the people come out, just have some fun, have a nice little giveaway type thing, man, and
honestly, what would be cool about that is it's just another group in DC, and it's a large group. They got a lot of people, and they do giveaways and things, so it might be nice to collab. I'll get you in contact with them. But they do things like bars and restaurants, and if you could do the podcast right there, that would be pretty cool.
Damn, that's actually a good idea. And if it
you gotta collaborate.
And if it's at a restaurant, you're gonna have to come and get your oyster business on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you know what's crazy? I've never actually I'm dead serious, man. I've never tried oysters before.
Wow. Okay.
So
all right.
Hey, I might be open to try. I'll try anything once before I say I don't like it. But I know a whole lot of people eat them in my family.
So the beauty about oysters, man, is if you've had one, every oyster is different depending on where they come from. So like an oyster from Virginia will be like sweet and more mineral, and then oysters from the Eastern Shore on the seaside, Atlantic Ocean, will be salty. Rappahannock will be more mineral and creamy. West Coast states say they taste like cucumber and melon and nutty and all kinds of flavors, man. But that's the beauty of oysters, man, and that's really my passion just comes through, man.
So have you ever had them?
No, I never had.
And see, I never even knew that, man. Yeah, so
I'm not really a big seafood.
Man, you was tearing them shrimps up the other day. No, I'm lying. I'm lying.
I'll eat shrimp any day.
Well, that's seafood.
Yeah, it's different.
You eat fish, right?
Yeah.
That's seafood. Come on.
I won't eat mussels though.
Yeah, I've never had those either. No, mussels, clams. You know something? I thought, I used to think clams were the same thing. No, my bad. I used to think mussels were the same thing as oysters, brother. I don't. But being, it's crazy. I'm in food service, and I can't think that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, what'd you cook? An egg?
Look, hey, I'll tell you.
That's it?
I will make the perfect omelet, brother, man. Perfectly folded and all of that stuff. Now, here's the thing. Funny story. So, I remember I was in culinary arts, and my chef told me, he was like, hey, go get the cauliflower out of the fridge. I was like, okay. So I ran to the fridge, I opened it up, and it's right beside the broccoli.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the hell cauliflower was. I see the damn cauliflower sitting next to the broccoli. I was like, okay, green broccoli, white broccoli. It's my first time ever seeing this shit. I thought it was white broccoli. I come back and I tell the chef, I'm like, chef, I don't see any cauliflower. And he's like, I just put some in there this morning. So I was like, chef, I don't know. So he's just like, so he got mad, walked to the fridge, and he grabs it, and he was like, this cauliflower. I said, chef, I'm tripping. I was like, thought that was white broccoli. I was like, chef, I didn't know what cauliflower was. He's like, but that was culinary arts 1 though. So, just getting in everything. So he ain't give me a hard time. Yeah. He was just like, I've never, ever in life heard somebody call it white broccoli, but okay. And I was like, chef, it's the first time for everything. So he was just like, okay, respect. So
yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, man. Like I said, brother, it's been good having you on.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. I really do.
Yeah, man, we definitely gonna, probably have you on in the future, or like I said, when I had that veteran happy hour event, brother, we definitely gonna
I'm
keep
down.
you
I'm all
on there,
for it.
man.
Hell yeah.
Man.
Hey, while we at it, I'm gonna go ahead and mention it. We're restocking our masks.
Yeah.
We have our mask for sales.
Yo, at first we had 20, but it sold out in a day.
Less than 24 hours.
Yeah. So, the t-shirts is coming soon, as well. So, make sure you guys follow us on Facebook, the Veteran Happy Hour.
That's right.
Follow us on, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Deezer, the Veteran Happy Hour. And also, last but not least, the Call of Duty Warzone Regiment. Season 5 has kicked off. The Veteran Happy Hour clan tag, man. We got that popping, man. So, you ain't got to be a veteran. You just got to be kind of good. As long as you get one kill is good with me. So, send me your Activision username, Xbox, or your PS4 username, and I'll add you to the Call of Duty Warzone Regiment we got going on. I think we got like 20 people in there right now. But, as soon as we get enough followers and get enough active members, man, we're going to start going live on Twitch, man. So, we can
go ahead and put it down in the description.
Yeah, showing how we send bodies to the gulag all day. I'm part of the gulag boys, man. I'm always going to send to the gulag. Oh, some hackers, though. Anybody that kills me, they automatically get assumed that they're a hacker, because in my mind, I'm the GOAT, man. Always putting in cheat codes and stuff.
Yeah, keep that mindset, man. You gonna need it.
Yeah. So, hey, man, like I said, it was good having you, my brother. We're gonna post all your links in the bio. I say we, but it's really gonna be him, JC Dawn.
Yeah.
So, hey, everybody, that is it. Yeah. Episode number 8. Yeah. Thanks to everybody for all the love and support. Keep pushing us to do this, and stay tuned for next week, episode 9. We got a special guest. So, gonna see how that's gonna go. It's gonna be lovely, because that's a part of the newest series that we got going on called, basically These Scars Tell Good Stories, man. The internal battle within, veterans battling PTSD and all that good stuff. And so gotta stay tuned for that. We're gonna have that series jumping off. So if you guys do deal with PTSD, or anybody that's dealt with military sexual trauma, we'll gladly have them on to talk about their story. We won't have them on live. It's all going to be confidential. They can Zoom meeting us to talk to us, but if they don't want their video added onto anything, and the names will be emitted out. So, but we like having those people come forward and tell our story, or tell their stories and everything. So, it's all out of love. So, thanks everybody.
Thank you so much.
It's been real. See you guys next week.
Stay tuned for the giveaway.
Yeah, stay tuned for the giveaway.
That's right.
It's coming out JC Pocket. Man, and good talking to you once again, my brother. You be easy, be safe out there. God bless you and your family, man.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
All
All
right.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye, guys.